Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Now what I've got here is a pair of Dozer suits from the Digger core for the Macrocosm game. Now I got these a few months ago, but I haven't got around to doing anything with them yet. But I thought now would be a very good time because Macrocosm have just gone to Kickstarter to fund a couple of new armies. So I thought it'd be a good time to expose the world to them. The reason I was attracted to the Digger core is because they very much remind me of old school squat. And I'll put up various pictures so you can see what the finished models look like and give you a bit more idea of the range, because they are very, very tasty. And of course, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a fan of dwarves. Space dwarves are no exception, but I've never felt like any company have really done them justice since the original squats. I know a lot of companies have space dwarves, I just don't think most of them are that good. I think the Macrocosm ones are extremely good, extremely close to what I would consider a space dwarf or a squat should look like, which is why I picked up these two bad boys. So as you can see, you get quite a few weapon options with them. As far as I can see so far, there's no issues with the casting, so I'm going to go and assemble them and then give you my thoughts on the assembly process and how they look when they're finished. Well, here we go, and it's time to go handheld so we can get a proper close look at these guys. As you can see, very, very tasty, which is why I chose these guys in the first place. I've assembled this one here as a gunner. He's got a very nice looking gun there. And then this one is just a regular Dozer suit, so his gun is slightly less impressive. And he's probably more likely to be getting into close combat, so I've posed him a little more combat-centric and pulled his little visor down, since he doesn't want to get poked in the eye by the enemy. This guy's got his up, so that shows you some of the options you have there. Fairly poseable, which is quite nice. One thing that really surprised me about these models, for a small company you'd normally expect quite a lot of mould lines and maybe some issues with the cast, but there were barely any at all. Only a couple of really, really faint ones in one or two places, and you could probably even just go in without removing them and it'd be fine, because they're so faint. Also, the metal is quite soft, which I like, because I'm a big fan of pinning models, so drilling into them is a lot easier, and you stand less chance of losing an eye with a flying drill bit if the metal is soft. But with these I didn't feel the need to pin them immediately, because they have little nibs that go into little crevices on the various parts. So the shoulder goes onto the body, and then the weapon goes into the shoulder. If they do pop off, I can imagine myself just cutting off that bit, and then drilling in and just pinning it, which should be easy because there's a fair bit of mass to drill into. So, very, very tasty indeed. I'll have to get more of these guys at some point and get these two painted. And I would advise everyone to go and have a look at their Kickstarter, because there are some even tastier things on there possibly. I really like the look of their new Grem Alliance, which are kind of space gremlins. I think they look pretty damn sweet. So, ta-ta for now, ladies and gentlemen.